Oh,
what I got on. They be like, hey, Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's split. That's split.
I swear to God, I can eat, sleep, and make love in these.
Taylor Gang. Taylor Gang.
The Back Me Out 2000s. What we doing?
What are those? What are
Excuse me, sweetheart. Can I get your phone number?
People, welcome back to Teller Made Kicks. My apologies for the tardiness, man. I was having some technical difficulties, but we are here now, people. We are here now. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, like and share the video. Say something in the chat and in the comment section, all that good stuff. If anybody has any questions, please put those in the chat and in the comment section. And we're going to go over a couple Jordan 5 colorways. So put your favorite Jordan 5 colorway in the chat and in the comment section. And let's see what's going on with the good brother, man. What's the word?
What is popping? What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Us. We back, man. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. Let's get started, see?
All right. To sneaker court into 1 second. I just need to know what's going on with the weather? Is it raining outside or is it just dreary? What's happening right now?
It's just ugly out there. They said that the in Canada
wildfire shit is back. Okay.
Yeah,
the wildfire shit is back.
And it smells
What's
horrible.
up, views? What's up, Big Brooklyn? How y'all doing?
How doing, lady?
That's a fact. How y'all doing? Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but we can get into this week's edition of Sneaker Court. I think I only got one real quick, but it's a doozy. I think I only got one real quick, but it's a doozy. Let me see if I can find my theme music, man. Let's go, people.
Order in the court.
Officer, I got one question for you, sir. What are those?
So now, before I pull this picture up, y'all be mad when I be saying what's the phone number for ICE. And I'm just saying, sometimes I really need the number for these niggas, because what the is going on here?
He back the fuck. Take me back to Africa. Damn it. That's a bad feet job. Like, see, look, I'm all for the no sock joints, but your feet can't look like this. Like, I literally don't have feet that look like this. It's the bad work. It's bad work right here.
It's super bad, nasty work, man. It's super bad. How you gonna put me on punishment views? What's up, Tina Renee? I see you in the chat. How you gonna put me on punishment views? It ain't my fault that this boy out here like this. Yeah, man. That's why I told y'all I'm not a big fan of the slides. But if you're gonna wear, and no is team no socks, but these kind of slides, you cool with some socks.
Yeah, I'm cool with socks with these. I don't even like these. I hate slides.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, put some socks on, bro. You can't just have your feet out here like this. Like, you just don't care about your life. That's what this says right here. I don't care about my life, man. I'm just out here doing what I gotta do, and I just don't care anymore, man. That's what it is. I just don't care anymore. Yeah, I do see all kinds of nastiness, Janine. And like we always say, if y'all see any violations, make sure y'all snap a quick pic. Don't get punched in the face or nothing, but so just sneak in and snap a quick pic and send it in to me or Nell, and we will post it and expose these niggas, because they be out here in these streets wilding and violating and wilding.
Sure.
Yeah, this is a bad joint. And before we get off of this, matter of fact, have y'all in the chat in the comment section seen enough of this? I just want to make sure everybody's seen this picture before I pull it off. Let me know if everybody's seen enough of this picture. If this is one of y'all people's, kindly get them together. I mean, his heels is ashy. His sweatpants look like they what we used to call the sweatpants with no pockets.
Man, not fuck them.
Somebody in the chat, let me know what we used to call sweatpants with no pockets back in the day, man.
Huh?
Somebody let me know what we used to call sweatpants with no pockets, because that's what these look like, man. This is just a bad joint, man. You gotta stop it. You gotta stop it
For sure.
Most men don't really get pedicures, Rhonda. I'm gonna say that's more of a newer thing. Especially not the niggas that we gotta call ice on that's not getting no pedicure. Like the people who are care about their appearance will get pedicures, but the average man is not getting pedicure. Who? First of all, we is not your YNs, man. And you need to be stopped. You need to be stopped, Meryl. What's up, Pain? Our resident pain in the ass. What's up, Stephanie? I see you in the chat. What's up, Helen? How you doing? How y'all doing, man? If y'all got any questions, make sure y'all put them in the chat, man. Now, I don't have a picture of this before we get out of sneaker court, but I did want to ask you, how do you feel about when the ladies be outside with the I don't know if we can call them Laura Croft Tomb Raiders or whatever you want to call them, but it'd be like the flat Jones that tie up around all the way up on the calf.
I hate them boots.
Right.
I told y'all I hate them boots. That be I hate them boots. That be the high boots with they dumb.
What's up, Stacy? I see you in the chat.
I hate them.
And y'all need to be posting. Let us know what y'all got going on with y'all feet. Y'all supposed to be showing us. Y'all talking about that bull pedicure. We ain't seen nobody post a good foot picture yet.
No.
In a minute.
Y'all been slipping on y'all pimping.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the good feet at? Y'all got to post the good feet over on Sneaker Check, man. As I'm bringing that up, we can move right into Sneaker Check. I know I posted it late today, but I was having some technical difficulties. Let's see if anybody did anything over there now. What's up?
Yeah, we got a lot of people that went crazy. I seen a couple of sneaks I even want from both.
Okay.
So shout outs to everybody that posted in Sneaker Check today. And the theme was, hey, it's Jordan 5 day. That's what we doing over here. So it's post your favorite Jordan 5 colorway or on your wish list. We always going to put what's on your wish list. And we had a couple of people that to enter the chat. There was a pair of sneakers on here that I said, damn, let me see them out and about, and I might get them myself. And we talking about Angelia's pair of Air Max 97s and this amazing, beautiful colorway. If I tried looking it up to see if it was real, I haven't been able to find it nowhere. But this could be something that they might be thinking about doing, or something somebody created.
For me, it looks like it may be like a sample pair. Maybe like a sample, maybe like an overseas sample, something like that. The colorway is definitely fire though.
It's hard. If these was to come out, I definitely would be in line for these. This is a dope rendition of one of my favorite Air Maxes of all time, 97s. And the colorway is amazing. You got the hunter green with the orange, and the cream. It just puts on for a dope shoe.
Super fire colorway. Yeah, I'm gonna say these gotta be a sample because they look a little bit like higher.
Yeah,
the shoe looks a little bit higher than a normal 97.
There's definitely a lot of detail to the shoe.
Right.
You know. Typically, on the side of the Air Max where those words are, you won't see any words on them.
Right.
So this might be something somebody mocked up and put out there. But please, the Nike gods, we heard. I know y'all heard us talking last week, and I'm gonna get to that after this. But I know y'all watch us. Put these out so the people can go grab these. This would be a hot one.
I would say this, man. Shout out to the Nike gods. I think they do listen because remember when I talked about the Deion Sanders, and then they made the Jones that wasn't leather. So we have to put it into an existence,
Absolutely.
and we have to start tagging them and letting them know the things that we want because they just need to hear it sometimes. I think.
These are ridiculous right here. Like this is a unisex colorway. Men and women can floss these. And
Right.
then, once they put out one, the other colors is going to follow. So this is a shoe that they can get real crazy with, and do a lot of different colorways and a lot of different things just right off of this mock-up right here. So shout outs to whoever created this. It's
Right.
really
Yeah, it's almost Miami Hurricane colorish.
mm.
So
Or
yeah.
actually just based upon the hat color, um, this is the Texas Longhorns colorway too.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah, so you got a lot of different. You got a couple different teams here that you can that you far with. No,
Shout out to the Texas Longhorns, man. Shout out to the Texas Longhorns. All right, what else?
let's go up to North Carolina. Tina,
North Carolina.
you know what I mean? We on our Pastor Troy right here. She put the bunnies in the chat. A sneaker that is also revered as one of the ones. Whenever a shoe has a name,
Right.
people have a definite affection to the shoe, and this shoe right here has always been called the Bugs Bunnies.
Hold on. Who's from North Carolina?
Tina Renee.
Tina Renee, if you're still in the chat, let us know. This is something that I heard a long time ago when my daughter was a baby, and that song was out by Petey Pablo. They used to throw the shit in the air and they used to scream out North Carolina. And they used to say the people that was from North Carolina hated that song.
Did y'all hate that song?
So let me know, Tina Renee, if you're in the chat, that the people in North Carolina hate that song. But these are the Jordan 8 Bugs Bunnies, a cult classic. I've had these a couple of times. I bought these for my baby mom. I should have hit her in the head one of them Jones.
Shout outs to her, man.
Shout out to her though. See now, look, they hated that song.
Why they hate that joint? They put North Carolina on and the other
That's what I'm saying. Us up north, we thought that song was fire.
popping. Yeah, Petey Pop
Yeah,
and played through the drum lines. It was even on drum line.
right,
And played that. Shout out to North Carolina and Petey Pablo.
right. We fucked with that, Joe. Why did y'all hate it?
Exactly. But these right here, we tend to see different colorways. We've been seeing the aquas just came out
Right.
in Jordan 8. We see a number of different colorways come out. Well, we rarely see these right here. We rarely see the original ones, the Bugs Bunny joints.
Wait a minute now. We got our question. Shout out to the Slaughter Gang. Slaughter Gang, what up?
Yes, they are. They are a beautiful resale. You're not going to get a lot of money for these, but you might, because just like what we said, we see other colorways, but we don't see these a lot. So you might be able to get your hands on these if they ever resell again, restock. And if you get your hands on these, this is a shoe that you might want to put up.
I think they would be good on the resale market. It's something that you got to sit on.
Yeah.
Because these don't release a lot. They release probably maybe every 10 years or something like that. So this is a sneaker that you might just have to sit on for a moment, and then the resale price will go up because it is a cult classic and iconic sneaker. Some people might not like it because everybody's not into straps and the overall height of the sneaker, but it's still fire. I'm not a big Jordan 8 fan, but yeah, these are still fire. I mean, it is what it is. It's the Bugs Bunnies.
It's the Bugs Bunnies, absolutely. And when we refer to them as the Bugs Bunnies, these is what Bugs had on in the movie with Jordan,
Space Jam.
Space Jam. Had a pair of these on. So that's why that's where they get their name from. So you might be asking, well, why y'all calling the Bugs Bunnies? A lot of sneakers get their names from different moments and different parts of times, whether it's a movie, whether it's something that happened in cultural or something that Jordan did, whatever. But these right here were the Bugs Bunnies that Bugs Bunny actually were in Space Jam.
All right, now we got another question before we move on.
Huh? Is Christmas a good time to resell? Every time's a good time to resell.
That's a fact.
Good time to sell. I wouldn't say just Christmas. I would say a lot of sneakers come out around that time. But anytime is a good time to resell. What I would say is, if you really want to be someone in the know, I would say download StockX, because that's who the resellers are using to gauge prices.
Right.
Also, you can actually go on there, sneakers that you have in your collection, and actually put on to notify you when the sneaker has actually gained popularity or the sneaker has gone up in the market value. You can set a notification for yourself, and it lets you know exactly what that sneaker value is, if it went up or if it went down. So that's a great gauge for you to be able to help yourself make some money on sneakers that you're thinking about getting, sneakers that you own, or something that you may have seen.
I would say what determines a good time for the resale market is the particular sneaker.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything comes and goes in waves, just how the kids be on their ASIC New Balance wave or whatever. When you grab a pair of Jordans, the best time for resale is like maybe a week. If you got them early, that'll be perfect. But if you get them when they first come out, that first 2 to 3 weeks is like a good time for resale. And then after that, just sit on it.
Yeah.
After that, just sit on it for a while until the hype dies down. And then there's going to be people looking for that sneaker. And it's not going to be available too many places. So that's when it's also a perfect time for resale.
For sure.
Especially if you sat on something that came out like 4 years ago and that size is hard to get, that's definitely going to pop for you.
Tonight we got a good lesson. I was actually able to talk to somebody who owned a sneaker store, like a retail spot, and he was actually giving some tips that we can kind of utilize and use when it comes to putting in your request or your putting on your notification on the sneakers app, and if you have a chance to win, because we had individuals like Tina Renee who, no matter what sneaker raffle she joined, no matter when she put her notification on, she always got it, and there was a reason for that. So we'll talk about that tonight. What were some of the reasons and some of the ways that you can guarantee yourself a spot, or you might just want to sit this one out.
All right, before we go to the next sneaker check, could you get this one?
See, Wednesdays. I gotta be, you gotta be rested for this. It's just tired sometimes. Shout out to the but she always bring her
our resident pain in the ass. Here's the question, man.
Did you see the A6 Wallow gave Gilly on his birthday? Them Jones was hot, or were they customs?
I didn't see him.
He did give him a pair. If I'm not mistaken, I think they were the Stefan Diggs A6. I'm not too sure, but I definitely seen the sneaker. Now you have a number of different athletes that may have a little collab with the shoe. You got people like Stefan Diggs. You got the bull from Griselda who is with.
But wait a minute now.
Tony.
But wait a minute now, because I just want to say, if you see like a celebrity give somebody I'm pretty sure it's not the pair of New Balances that's in Foot Locker that anybody can just go buy right now. So it's either going to be a pair of customs or it's going to be like a player edition, limited edition, something like that. It's definitely not just going to be something that you could just go grab off the wall in your neighborhood store.
Yeah.
But I didn't see them, Maryland.
They was hot, but they was just a regular. They was the Coney's. They was definitely hot. But I think he might be working with A6.
Yeah, He probably got a sponsorship, or
Yeah,
they're from a player. It's like
yeah.
a player edition sneaker.
He might be dropping something with them too, because he
They
wears
be doing that family and friend shit.
for sure. So shout outs to you for paying attention though. That's what this show has done. Y'all have stopped just looking at shoes as just shoes and sneakers and looked at them from a standpoint of, oh shit, that's hot. Oh, I want those. Oh, how can I get them to resell? How can I make money off of that? That's what we choose to, that's why we come on every Wednesday night at 8 or later to give
You
you this.
know, sometimes life be life.
Exactly.
Sometimes life be life. And before we bring up our last sneaker check or two, she has a personal question for you now.
I, I don't know what you talking about, but what you talking
All right, let's get
about?
back into sneaker
Yeah,
check.
gotcha. I got it. Sneaker check. Let's get back to it. Round was crazy, but let's go. Today was five,
Right.
so we're not gonna get off the beaten path and just show what's on wish list. Let's talk about some of the fives that's out there. I'll show you the fives that I posted. Um,
Okay.
but while we're gonna do that later, but let's go to the faction, the conglomerates, the people in the chat. And again, another one from Angelia. She posted a picture of her in a pair of fives, and she said, "This how she coming." So this is her favorite pair of fives, and the only time she's asked she wearing. That's what the caption says. So these are the North Carolina fives, the Columbia fives.
UNC fives. I got these. I probably only wore mines
I haven't never
once,
worn them.
once or twice. I wore mines once or twice. She says my favorite colorway, but I haven't worn them since this day.
Yeah,
um,
they look like in person. I noticed the picture is a little dark, but it's a dope picture. These are what the UNC fives look like in person. Dope shoe, very good colorway, very good shoe. Um, how you feel about this shoe, T?
it's a head turner. I'm a fan of the UNC colorways. I'm building my collection in the UNC colorways, so I'm not mad at it. When they first came out, it was definitely a must have for me,
Mm-hmm.
so I did grab them. Yeah, it's a fire shoe. I just only don't wear them because of simply because of the same thing, because of the color. It's not a sneaker that you want to wear every day. It's a sneaker that you're only supposed to wear for like a special occasion or an event, something like that. Yeah, it's not an everyday sneaker, but it's a fire sneaker to have in your collection.
For sure. Yeah, dope. I like the color combination. It looked like you was at probably an 80s, 70s, 80s party. The thing. Um, but yeah, I like it. It's dope. It's a fly shoe. Ladies,
Facts.
she's showing y'all that y'all can wear Jordans, which is a basketball shoe. Showing y'all. So
First of all,
ladies, they always look better on y'all feet than anybody.
that's a fact. That's a super fact. All right, is that it for sneaker check today, or
Yeah,
you want to post someone else?
but it have been mine when we're going to talk about that later.
All
So,
right,
but definitely shout outs to everybody who posted in sneaker check. Helen, shout outs to Helen as well. Helen posted one of the newer Air Maxes that has been gaining a lot of traction out there. And we'll get to those next week, Helen. Thank you for your contribution. Um, but yeah, shout outs to everybody who posted this week in sneaker check. We appreciate you.
that's a fact. Shout out to everybody that posted sneaker check, and y'all can continue to post throughout the week until next week if you got something that you want to post in sneaker check. All right, people, it is Jordan 5 week. And I'm kind of glad that we are here at this moment in time because I seen the Fire Reds are going to be on the way shortly. I feel like Jordan 5, even though we're not super huge fans of Jordan 5s, I feel like Jordan 5s in the last year or two, or maybe even three, has gotten a little bit of a resurgence. Um, a lot of people is liking Jordan 5s. The Metallics just dropped and they went crazy. They're still going crazy. You could probably still resell those for like 500. Um, Jordan 5 is just making a spinning a block. Jordan 5 is just spinning a block. Man. How do you feel about Jordan 5s in general?
Yeah, they've been spinning the block. I kind of wasn't. It was a one off for me. I might have
Uh,
liked that colorway. I might have wanted this colorway. Jordan fives was always a hit or miss, but yes, they have been spinning the block. People have been gravitating a lot more to the fives, especially the metallic ones that had people out there fighting.
Right,
That let us know Jordans were back. People were saying Jordan was dying off, but that shoe right there showed that people still got a love and affection for the Jordans and will do anything to get them. That was one of the first big releases of 2025.
right,
Um, they hot in person. They dope. You got the Virgil, you got the off white joints that actually gave five some life because a lot of people was is in those, which is a dope hot shoe. You got the Khaled's, that's Khaled's. DJ Khaled has his sneaker line through Jordan, and the five is his silhouette that he uses.
right.
So people are definitely gravitating to the fives more. Fives is coming back just like the twos. At one point, the twos and the fives was kind of like non-existent. If it wasn't the great fives
Right.
or the metallic fives, they kind of was just like a dead breed. But just like the twos have made a comeback and everybody like those, the fives is here to stay as well.
All right. I will give some credence to the Jordan 5s. When the Jordan 5s dropped in 1990, it was kind of where Jordan really started to separate himself from every other player in the NBA. He was the only player at this point who had like a popping signature sneaker and was also the best player in the game. We gotta say, even in 1990, he was the best player in the game. Then this is like the year before they won their first championship.
Mhm.
So yeah, this sneaker has a lot of history, and it means a lot to a lot of people. I'm not sure if this is the sneaker from when he was like with Michael Jackson,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's a lot of hidden history in the Jordan 5. So these are the metallic 5s. They got that little 3M reflector outline. If y'all can see that outline going around the cuts, that reflects. They changed the white shoestrings. The white shoestrings pop out a little bit more if it was all black, and the translucent blue bottom. This is just a fire sneaker. Um, it's a fire colorway, I would say. So I got these, and like when you see people wear these, they do stand out. Like you will see these from like across the street.
Yeah, I had to get these. These right here was a necessity when they re-released this year. That colorway just dope. That black, that white, thickening. Um, Jordan fives and Jordan six are the only two Jordans that have that thing on the
Oh, the shoestring, y'all.
yeah, because people wasn't tying their shoestring, they were just pulling them
Right,
and not tying them up, pulling them close and letting that thing right there keep them in place.
right,
But
right. Yeah. So these are Jordan 5 metallics. Let's see what else we got over here, people. Um, Nothing else from that first row. We'll pull up the grapes real quick. This is the original, supposedly Bel Air 5. So these would be the ones that he actually wore on the TV show. These just re-released too, but you could probably still find. I've seen these in the store, so you could probably still grab a pair of these out of the stores. So this is the original Jordan 5 grapes. You would have seen Will Smith wear these, and like I think he's actually wearing these like when the show comes on.
got
So when they do the theme song, I think he actually has these on in the theme song.
sure.
Yeah, so these are the Jordan 5 grapes. What's up, Lady B? I see you in the chat. And that purple is fire.
Yeah,
Was fire.
purple is fire. I passed on these. I'm gonna continue to pass on these, but that colorway is ridiculous. Um, Shout outs to Will Smith, Philly Zone. Will Smith made this shoe popular on the show.
Facts.
has his own Bel Air 5. He has two colorways that they dropped for him in these. Um, he was one of the first TV stars. Him and we've seen a lot of people wear Jordans on the show, but the two people I can come to think of that always had on the pair of Jordans in the show was either him or Martin. Every week we've seen Jordans on their feet. So shout outs to them two fellas for definitely taking the Jordan brand and making it their own.
That's a fact. That's a fact. If y'all got any questions, make sure y'all put those in the chat as well, man. All right, so we spoke on the UNC fives. This is the caveat, man. These off white fives, and a lot of people might be conflicted and be like, "Yo, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. It's so ugly." But
Mm-hmm.
when you see it in person, for some reason,
Beautiful.
it just yeah, for some reason it just works. Like when you see it in person, for some reason it just works. I don't know if it's because it's the off white. I don't know what it is, but it's something about this sneaker that just gravitates to people.
For sure. And it's funny that you say that because it's an ugly shoe,
Right,
not an ugly shoe. And I think they did enough with it to actually make it stand out and be its own shoe. And they brought the five back for real,
right.
for real. So shout outs to Virgil and his team over there at Off White. Rest in peace, Virgil. But you did your thing with these.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Rest in peace, Virgil. Yeah, it's just something about them joints. Like when I first seen them, I was like, they ugly. But when I see people wearing them, I be like, oh, they fire.
Yeah.
All right, these Raging Bulls dropped maybe a couple years ago. Says 2021. This was a sneaker that I wasn't on either. But it's also one of them sneakers when you see somebody wear them, you be like, all right, I gotta fuck with it.
Absolutely. I see these a lot in the South. I see these a lot in the North Carolina, South Carolina area.
Mm,
People is definitely wearing these a lot, and people in Georgia is wearing these as well. So this is a shoe that in some regions has a staying power.
right,
And I know a lot of people, especially in Chicago, like this shoe. You know,
right. So
heavy.
these are the Raging Bull Jordan fives. Before we go to the next sneaker, I want to ask you: do you like the sneaker more or less with the 23 right there?
I don't like the 23 on there.
Yeah,
I'm a nostalgia person. We've seen them from the creation, so to see them with them on there with the 23, it kind of throw it off for me.
yeah, I'll
But
agree.
put the 23 on a metallic because I think if they would have put the 23 on a metallic, I would have stayed away.
Yeah, I would have too. Yeah, I would have too. And I normally like a number on this on a sneaker
Hmm.
because it gives it a little bit more. But no,
Also, I think fives for a long time got a lot of hate because the Jordan Spizike, which we call the Mexican Jordans,
right,
play off the fives. It has the five body along with something else. And I think a lot of people was turned off because the Spizike and the five is brother and sister or something like that. I don't know, but the five for a long time actually got passed over because when they created the Spizike, it kind of threw people for a loop.
right. So this is the original colorway for the Jordan fives. I have these two as well. I haven't worn them yet, but I just keep these in the case for nostalgia reasons. You will see Dwayne Wayne wearing these on Different World. You probably seen Will and Martin wear these as well. This is a super popular sneaker among sneakerheads, and if you are a collector, um, this is a good piece to have. This is a good piece, and they don't like cost a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they don't cost a lot. Lady B, if you want to unbox some kicks, hit the button. Hit the button. The link is in the description. If you want to unbox some kicks, hit the button, man. Make sure you good. We don't need no wardrobe malfunctions. We don't need no wardrobe malfunctions. But if you want to come on and unbox up, come on up and unbox up. I want to talk about this part of the sneaker real quick. An underrated bottom, and a lot of y'all might say, "Why do you care about the bottom so much?" Because it's a part of the shoe. I don't understand. Like, it's a part of the shoe. Sometimes certain sneakers, the bottom of the shoe be my favorite feature. And on Jordan 5s, this is one of my favorite bottoms when it comes to all Jordans. Like, I like that it has like two different layers. It has that see-through part where you can see the Jordan Jumpman logo, and then it has the strong structure where you see the black Nike imprint. Jordan 5 bottoms are probably this probably be in my top five of Jordans when it comes to the bottom. How do you feel about it now?
Yeah, bottoms is definitely important. It tells a story, and we all know a lot of Jordans have bottoms, and
Right,
that's where a lot of the character of the shoe is housed at. You know, Jordan had a lot of stats, and he made sure that he told y'all and put it in y'all face.
right,
He did it at the bottom of the sole. So, yeah, absolutely. I know you're a big fan of that translucent bottom.
right,
You're a fan of the bubblegum bottom. I know
right.
you're a fan of anything that highlights the shoe from a different standpoint other than this from the body. So they hot.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, I think we got a couple more colorways to bring up over here. Let me see. The Almama years is cool. They do pop, but we
Mhm.
don't need to bring them up. How do you
Mhm.
feel about these olives, man?
I like them olives. I think I got them. Yeah, I think I got them when they came out. I like green. I love green. I love green and orange together. I
Right.
I think these was very underrated when they dropped. Just the colorway is fire. I love green and orange together. When I seen these, I had to get them. So yeah, these is I got these in a collection somewhere in a box around here.
All right, people, y'all let me know in the chat in the comment section. Are y'all feeling the olive colorway? And or what is your favorite Jordan 5 colorway, man? As I'm
So the technical difficulties has got to you again this week. So as we talked about, we talking about fives. So tell us what your greatest five is. If you have a pair of fives, I'm gonna show y'all my collection of fives that I have. We showed some of them so far, but let's start here. This is a five right here. I just talked about this in detail. It is the DJ Khaled five. We are the best. DJ Khaled came out with a certain amount of colorways that he possessed out there, and these are one of them. So, a dope shoe, as we talked about before. T said he's a lover of bottoms, and these have a great bottom on them as well. You got the Jordan logo under there with the translucent bottom. The details is definitely going to be in the shoe. This is one of the shoes that actually has a higher tongue. The Jordan
right,
5 is known for a higher tongue that comes over top of the shoe, just to give a character so you know it's Michael Jordan flying through the screen. That's a pair. We already showed the UNC fives. Um, let's get to this shoe right here. We're talking about fives. This right here might be my favorite. Actually, that's not might be. It is my favorite five, and actually in my top 10 shoes of all time. And that's a lot saying a lot about a five because I'm not a fan of the five, but this shoe right here is in my top 10. And when I got it, I was so excited. This right here is the Will Smith five, and we just talked about having 23 on the side. I'm not
right,
mad at the 23 on the side on this shoe, just because of what this shoe represents. This is the Bel Air five. This is what one of the sneakers that Will Smith wore on the show, and they dedicated and called it to him. Got a lot of character in the shoe. Inside of the shoe is supposed to be the inside of his jacket when he flipped it inside out on the show. So this is one of my top 10 sneakers of all time. It is the Bel Air five. Um, and then we just talked about the metallics, and we just talked about those green olive one as well. So that's my collection of the fives. See, what's yours?
I got the original white colorway. I have the black metallic fives, and I got the UNC fives. So
Dope.
I pretty much got all the colorway. I think I might add the grapes just for that Will Smith and that nostalgia reason. That'll probably be my last colorway in the fives. Fives would land around maybe under 10
Okay.
in my rankings of Jordans.
Okay.
So they're not high on me. I don't need a lot of colorways in there.
For sure.
I will show these fire reds real quick, and then we can get up out of fives. But I just want to show these because they're going to be dropping soon, and this is the only colorway that we're allowing the 23 on the side and the fire reds. So these is fires. I mean, I'm not mad at these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are
That's
fire.
the classic colorway. It's the original OG
Right.
joint. Can't be mad at the original. You could
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. I used to be a fan of white sneakers. I used to love white sneakers. Now I'm kind of, as I get older, I like a darker shoe.
Okay.
But these is hot. You can't go wrong with it with a nostalgia pair. The first pair of a collection is always the hottest. One of the hottest. Not the hottest, but one of the hottest.
That's a fact. So these are the original. Normally, when Jordan drops, there's four OG colorways. So this is the fire red colorway. They're going to be dropping soon. If anybody wants to grab these to add to their collection, man.
Absolutely.
All right, so that is our take on Jordan fives. If anybody has any questions, make sure y'all put those in the chat and in the comment section. Let's see if we can look on the sneakers app real quick and see if anything is coming for the people. What's on the horizon?
Um, Not much. I know the sneakers day was today. On the sneakers app, where a lot of the sneakers that retroed this year and of before they kind of came back out on the sneakers app. So if you had access to that, they kind of was dropping those. Um, so shout outs to Nike for blessing us with sneaker day. Well, it was other sneakers coming out, but you do have coming out soon the Shattered Backboards. That is a shoe that will be coming out. We talked about that in detail. That's an August drop, August 23rd. The orange and black colorway that we showed when we talked about the ones a couple of weeks ago. The French blue and white 12s are again re-releasing again on the 16th. They came out last year.
Which is fire.
They definitely are fire. If you were looking for those last year, you can get them again this year. And then the ones that we showed last week when we talked about the fours, ladies, those denim ones that were there, they are dropping this weekend, this Saturday, August 9th at a $220 price point. So, ladies, I got a shoe coming out for y'all as well in the upcoming Jordan release this week. Another underrated shoe that I like. I actually like this shoe. Um, I like the Jaws. I like what Nike has done with the Ja threes. Ja has and Ja is Ja Morant. His signature shoe is dropping its third edition, and the
Right.
third edition is actually a hot one. They kind of went away from the silhouette of everybody's, where they was having Giannis's look like um, Paul George's was looking like Ja Morant's and the Greek freaks and all of them. Like it just everybody had a shoe that looked similar, and they just went super left with the Jaws this, and they're hot. Ja has a hot shoe that's coming out, and that actually is dropping. Um, Actually, it's dropped today. So if you're looking for the Jaws for your kids for back to school, they are $100 from a 3 to a 7, and they are $150 in adult sizes.
They got a lot of colorway, a lot of good colorways in these joints.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of Ja as long as he ain't outside clapping at the young boys.
Hiking.
I do have a pair of Ja ones. But these is fire. I'm gonna show y'all the light shows too that just released. This pink colorway is fire. I'm not big on pink, but I would grab these.
These are hot.
I
These
would
are hot.
grab these.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
I would
Like
grab these.
mellows. I like what Nike did with this colorway versus what Puma has did with the mellows, and gave us the same shoe 4 times.
Facts. Facts.
Nike, they got a hot one with the Jaws this season. You're gonna see a lot of kids wearing these. His popularity is again rising. So shout outs to Ja for turning it around. People saying that he lost it all, but he's right back on top again. So shout outs to Ja and Nike for putting out a dope shoe. And the colorways is insane.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That black colorway is fire. This colorway is fire. No, can you see on Goat how much the undefeated fours are for Lady B?
Oh, she going big, huh?
Yeah, so these are the Ja threes, everybody. This is the light show colorway that just released. These is fire, and he's currently overseas, showing these off, doing some exhibition shit. I like how they turned the Nike sign into a J. Yeah, this is a fire colorway. All the colorways that I've seen, basically, in this shoe is fire.
Sure.
And they fire.
So to
Shout
answer
out to Ja.
the question, the undefeated fours have come out. They're released on the second in most places. They 230. We told you last week they were at their highest. Now people have started going on there and posting their shares, their shoes that they've got from raffles and what they picked up, and the price has actually went down. So again, if you are a man 7, you're paying 560. If you're a man's 8, you're paying 480. And if you're a man's 10, you're paying the same 480. That's a price drop because they were sitting around 600, 700. This is a shoe, Slaughter Gang, Lady B, and anyone else who's asking, can I make money? This is a shoe that if you get it, you can sit on it for a couple of years and you may see your money double.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I gotta reach out to my niece and see if she got them because she was trying to get these like really bad. They did a raffle for these on the undefeated app and website, and then they did early morning drop on a Saturday for these, and a lot of people are gobbling these up and loving this sneaker and calling it one of maybe the sneaker of the year. I think the colorway is fire. Yeah, so it is what it is. They probably retailed for 200, 225, and like Nell said, they on the resale market. The low is like 500 for something, five something. So the sneaker was definitely worth it if you hit on it for retail. Um, yeah, so that's the Jordan undefeated four.
Also, we talked about how the sneaker guys hear us. They hear us here. We talked about sneakers last week. We talked about the fours, right? We talked about the SB fours. We talked about the SB Pines. We talked about the SP Blues. Do you know those SBs? Fours went down in price, and you can actually find a pair right now on StockX for the low. This is trending under retail. So the SB4 right now, and I'm talking about this particular shoe,
Wait a minute, what shoe is it? What colorway?
it's the blue colorway.
Okay.
This shoe is actually on there for no more than $300. $300. And why that may be significant? Because that shoe retailed at 225 back in March. And now that shoe, because we talked about it last week, they said, you know what, we want to give the people of TaylorMade Kick something special. So we want to give them a shoe that we're talking about. And this shoe is as low as 187 and as high as $300. This shoe right here. So if you were in the market for a pair of SB4s, this is it right here. This colorway right here on the StockX is as low as 187 and as high as $300. It's insane. It's insane. Lady B, you've been asking. I even heard you. So the SB4 Pines, they're also on sale right now. Because school is going back and people are trying to lower their prices to make some money. But the SB4 Pines that y'all talked about, that you said you wanted, their prices have also come down. If you're looking for, again, a size 8, they're $310. If you're looking for a size 10, they're $410. The max that these sneakers went up to, these sneakers at one point was trending $8, $7, $8, $900. So these have seen an all-time, these have hit all-time low. How do I know that? Because I put my notifications on StockX for when prices drop or increase. Why would that matter to me? Because if I have a shoe that I'm looking to sell or the price gets to be outrageous, I might not thought about selling it. But if it goes to be too crazy, I might get rid of it. Or if I'm looking for the shoe because I'm actually a fan of it and I want to add it to my collection, it's also going to tell me when it reaches its lowest point. So go on there. StockX is a great barometer. All the retailers use this. All the resellers use this. Everybody use this. SneakerCon uses this. If you walk around SneakerCon, everybody has StockX open because that's where you go to gauge market prices at.
Okay. I ain't mad at it, people. I ain't mad at it. We like a good price drop. We like a good, we like a good price drop. We like a good price drop. All right, people. Does anybody have any more questions or comments before we get up out of here? People, is everybody good? Y'all straight? What's next for you now? What's
Um,
on the board?
I don't know what's next. I'm confused. I'm torn. I'm like, am I still in summer mode? Am I getting ready for? I
That's
know.
what we need to tell the people. If y'all need boots, go and get them now, man. This is a prime time to go and get boots. And if you need any information on the Tims versus the ACGs, there's a video on the channel that explains what's going on with Tims versus ACG boots, Nike boots. But this is the prime time for you to go get your boots for the winter now because the price will be dropped a little bit and some of them will be on sale because it's summertime. You got to go get them boots now while the price is low.
Right now is the perfect time to actually buy the sneakers that you've been thinking about that have major retailers, like the Sauconys, like the Asics, like the New Balances. Why? Because there's back to school sales. Back to school is starting up in a lot of states. We got some states like the South that has already went back as early as this week. We got us here up north that we typically go back after Labor Day. So you got a number of different places that you can shop. Even think about places like StockX and Goat. You might not think of those places, but they have sales as well because they sell shoes.
That's a fact.
Now Dick's has been into the chat because they are now owners of Foot Locker. So you do have a number of different places that are dropping prices on shoes. So something that you may have seen at the beginning of spring and summer now will be at a discounted price. So go into the stores, go into the malls, look at this, look at the racks. You might find something on there, or go on Nike. You might have seen a pair of Amaros at the beginning of the summer that might have been 160, but now discounted to $80. You might have been seeing some Air Maxes that you might have wanted, a different colorway that you said, you know what, I like these, but I'm gonna wait. Now is the time to get them because they're trying to attract business for people that's back to school shopping, and give these parents a little bit of a discount as they send their little ones back to school in style. Um, Also, talking to someone who used to resell sneakers, I worked with this gentleman, and he was telling me that now is the perfect time where you're going to start to see a lot of people cutting prices. Why? It's just like Christmas time for these businesses because these are the time now people are starting to come out of pocket to buy sneakers because they want to send their kids back to school, and you know it's just a prime time. You would say, oh well, I think the best time to buy sneakers and stuff like that is around Christmas time. It is, but now too is that time because a lot of people are starting to hit the market to get these children back in school or even for themselves. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I wanted to talk about how to hit on a
Okay.
sneaker and how do some people hit better than others. It's a science to some, but it's actually just basic knowledge. I mean, just basic understanding of certain markets. Individuals like Tina Renee, and we always applaud her every time there's a big release, right? Because she always posts, she got them, right? She always hits, and she always is getting the hot releases every time they come, and she's not being shut out. Why is that? Because of the area she's in. You don't have to fight through the traffic like we do here in these bigger markets, like the Philadelphias, like the New Yorks, like the Chicago's, and those higher states those bigger cities that have a lot more people vying for the same sneaker. You got these rural places in Georgia, you know, away from the Atlanta metro area that are hitting. So it's not by luck, not by chance. Just that she doesn't have the traffic um, on the net on these apps to fight through like others would. So if you got family members in other states, Like he said, he has family members in like different states
Right.
that hit up that might not necessarily be not. They are privy to this information.
First of all, no, this is the part that pisses me off because we be reaching out to our people in the chat because they in these different states.
But yes, it's no secret that people like Tina Renee, someone like Tina Renee lives in an area that she doesn't have to fight with a million people trying to get the same show at the same time and be under the same, not even the same IP addresses, but just the frequencies is all crossed up.
Right.
So she's always hitting, as she just said. Now you got people here in Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Boston, Baltimore, all of us all caked up in the same area, and we like, damn, I ain't hit. It's not because sneakers that don't love you. It's just so many people from that areas and trying to get the same thing. But you go out to those places that don't have as much traffic, or a little small city, and they're hitting always all the time. So reach out to your family members out there, educate them on what you're trying to do, and open up multiple accounts and show them that, hey,
That's why we always try to tell y'all, if y'all are in these smaller markets, y'all can hit on certain sneakers that everybody can't hit on. And even if you don't want that sneaker, you can sell it. Hello.
Just think about the Travis Scotts that hit the sneakers at. Think about the big Jordans that hit on the sneakers at. I know somebody that hit 3 times on an undefeated Jordan 4 that we just showed for retail. Hit 3 or 4 times. And that's just because they made a phone call to a person that they set up their sneakers app account, and they had money on the card, and all they had to do was just press yes, pay, and they got it. And it came through within seconds. So you might want to implore out to people that might be in those areas and just educate
Man,
them.
listen. All I know is this now. We say every time our sizes. So if there comes another sneaker that comes up that we don't hit on, and we asked one of y'all to put it in a play for us, and y'all could have did it and y'all didn't do it, we pulling up.
Yeah, we should. There's a couple sneakers up real soon. We starting to trend into those fall months and then to those holiday months. There's a couple sneakers that we might be hitting y'all up for. For it, we got the Jordan 11 Gammas, hot shoe that people slept on the first time they came out. They ain't gonna sleep this time. You got them coming out holiday season. You got some other undercover sneakers that they say they're gonna be dropping. That's gonna be hits. So we hit you up. Don't hesitate to hit it to get them for us. We will pay you back. We not broke.
That's a fact.
We gonna pay y'all back.
That's a fact, man. Just let us know, man. Just let us know what's going on, man. All right, people. I don't think there's anything else on TV. Did we talk about the end of the show?
Man, shit just went off.
How you feel about it?
Sad, man.
Why you sad?
I'm sad because one of my favorites is definitely off the show, and that is Jada. If y'all remember a couple of years ago, now it's probably 2 years ago. I had a family member who I lost around this time. Actually, it was this time. It was August of 2023, and just an intricate part of my life, my family's life, and she was just like the greatest thing next to my mom. Other than my mom, it was her. And I wound up losing her around this time, and I lost her to cancer. So seeing that brought back memories.
Right.
And just seeing that, just as y'all can know, I'm a crybaby. So seeing that on TV, I was sitting up there, damn, I was in tears when she actually passed, and she was in her husband's arms, and then Emmett came in and seen that, and he broke down as well. As they say, when you lose a life, another life is born. So we had to lose Jada, but their granddaughter was born. Then here comes Tiff delivering her baby boy, and the grandmother of that baby was killed as well. So it was.
How do you feel? How do you feel about the choice that Jada made?
Of what?
When she said, "I'm tired of fighting. I don't want to go through chemo again. I'm just gonna let it be."
I don't think we understand. We as the as the family, as the loved ones, don't understand because we so selfishly want to say keep them with us, and we want them to fight as much as they can because we want them there with us. But we gotta understand what they gotta endure as well.
Right.
Going chemo and just being tired. She fought hard, with this breast cancer that she had, and getting that in remission now. And this, so I can understand her willingness to want to give up. Hopefully, we never want to give up, but at a certain point, we also get tired of hurting, and we get tired of being in pain and dealing with that stuff. So, selfish us wants our people to stay, regardless. But then the real us understands we don't want them to suffer either. And
That's a fact.
it was heart wrenching just to see her have to go through that and have her family lose her at such a precious time, right? You know, Jada said this in the song. Why do we laugh at death? Why don't we laugh at death and cry at birth? It's supposed to be one is the other. With death comes with life comes death at some point. So, as you get older, you start to understand things a little bit more, and you look at your own life and you ask yourself, if this was you, are you prepared to make that choice? Are you prepared to give up or stop the fight? Or
Yeah, I always say it depends on if you feel fulfilled. Like it depends on if you feel fulfilled, if you are of age. Like I feel like if you're young, you should always try to continue to fight because you're still young. But when you get of a certain age, I just feel like you said, some people is tired of enduring that pain because you don't understand the pain because you're not feeling it. So you understand that this person is in pain, but you can't feel what they're feeling.
yeah, I get him. I'm sitting up here getting a little emotional as well as you saying that because I've been dealing with pain
All right,
for a long time, man. I'm starting to get tired.
all
I'm
right.
to the point of tired where I don't want life no more. But
But it's just exhaustion.
yeah, I'm tired of waking up in pain. I'm tired of just pain, period. And now I got some other underlying health issues that I've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks that I didn't know why it was happening and what was happening. I'm still unsure of what's going on. So I've been dealing with that, and it's just like, damn, bro. As we get older, right? You want that. You want to get older, and but with
It
um
comes with some shit.
with a bunch
It comes with some shit. That's all
of
it comes with some shit.
pains, bunch of maturity decision that you got to make that you don't want to make, and it's so much, and there's so much to endure, and you still got life in all around you. So it's so many things that we gotta deal with, and it takes a strong mind. It takes a
Facts.
strong mind to be able to. So that's why I always tell people like mental health is important. Like, if your mental health ain't clear, then you're not going to be able to help yourself physically because you just can't deal with it. And sometimes you gotta put the brakes on. It's like, yo, I can't deal with that right now because I'm going through what I'm going through, and
Facts.
before I can even attempt to deal with that, I gotta get me right first.
All right. So, how do you feel about the other situations that happened in the season finale? Let's start with Reg because everybody was hating Reg or loving that Reg came back.
Yeah.
Let's start with Reg getting locked up and then getting out on bail and then robbing Alicia for getting him locked up. How do you feel about how that all played out?
All right, so it's kind of like the good cop, bad cop, right? Right. You got Reg, who is the good and the bad, I say, because he came out on some dumb shit, putting Jake in the bad spot, putting Trig in the bad spot, knowing Trig's, prior history with the law, also knowing that's your little brother, so you don't want to have him out there doing nonsense. But you back on the nonsense. But also, he the one who didn't mind going up against Nuck.
Right.
He didn't mind going up against Alicia once he found out that she was trying. So those were two powers that were negative throughout the whole show. And I know people rallied behind Nuck at one point because he was trying to get himself together and lead the streets somewhat. And then people rallied around Alicia because, she lost her son, and she was trying to give give girls some love and give her some support, but it was still control.
Right.
So, Reg came back at a pivotal time where maybe he was necessary. I'm gonna touch on something, and I want y'all to think about this. For all my Shy lovers, I want y'all to really, 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 really think about this and look at this from this perspective. It might be right, and it might not. What if Nuck was a cop all this time?
Well,
What
he's
if Nuck
snitching
was,
to the
what
cops.
if
So.
Nuck was an undercover cop? Because just look, every situation this season, Nuck was something to the law.
Right.
When you're a street dude, you don't talk to the law.
That's a fact.
We stay away from them. Even if you're trying to get your biggest enemy out of here or somebody that's whatever, you stay away from them. You handle that yourself. But he got up and close with the little detective chick. Also, after Alicia got killed, Nuck came in. 5 minutes later, after Nuck leave, the two idiots that want to move the body to the couch.
Yeah, like what is the purpose in that? Like, what are you accomplishing? The boy, like, I don't want to leave her here like this. So you put her on the couch. What did that accomplish? Oh, you moved her from the floor to the couch. Like, how did that change how she left? She was dead. Like, it didn't change anything. And first and foremost, this is always an informational show. You're never supposed to touch a dead body, people. Not ever, never, not never.
Never. Even though them two got
especially if it's a murder, because you're contaminating evidence.
the first thing I'm doing, I see somebody dead, I'm getting the fuck out of there. I ain't standing around.
Right.
I'm not asking no questions. I'm up out of there. I call you from down the road.
That's a fact.
But yeah, but after Nuck left, minutes later, after them two came in there, the cops come. Who called the cops? I'm sure Reg wasn't calling the cops.
Well, you got to know that some shots was heard. This is a residential area. Even though she had a big ass house, it was still in a residential area. Some shots was heard. At some point, the cops are going to be coming.
That's true. But yeah, two idiots with blood on their hands, where they wanted to move the bodies from the couch from the floor to the couch, like she was going to wake back up and be alive.
So now next season is going to be about them trying to prove that they didn't kill him. Tiff going to be acting like she dumb and not like Trig, like Victor wasn't with her the whole time. She going to be acting like he had something to do with it or he knew about it. So this is going to be a bunch of mess, and it's going to be who killed Alicia trivia for the whole fucking next season. For the whole fucking
I had a good time with the Shy this season. It was
I'm not mad at the season. Some of the writing was just stupid, but I'm not mad at the storylines. I'm not mad at the storylines for the season. Some of the dialogue was just stupid. But I still like the cast. Emmett, as long as Emmett's alive, then we cool.
he's still out here live, man.
Right.
But the Shy actually pushed me to another series that I watched a long time ago, but I wanted to watch it again, and that was The Wire. I don't know why it just gave me, go watch The Wire again. It just made me do that. So I've been now.
But you want to see something real, nigga? That's why.
I'm watching The Wire now to supplement my time until September 4th when the football season starts.
Want to see something real? That's why it's always good to go back and watch The Wire. And I feel like shameful, and I feel like some people's black cards need to be taken away. Those people who like I never seen The Wire before. Y'all need to be like sequestered to go to court or something. Because why? Like, what are you watching that you never seen The Wire before? Like,
Gotta watch it, and now you could just binge watch it and just you gotta wait for next week to come.
I'm so confused, man. But yeah, go rewatch The Wire if y'all haven't seen The Shy from the beginning. Go back and watch The Shy from the beginning, man. The Shy when it first came out was one of my favorite shows. I think it was like super authentic when it first started. Now it's a after school special, but Nell still loves it, and we're invested. So we're going to continue to watch, and some of our favorite characters is still there, so we're going to support them until the wheels fall off. But that whole last scene when they got locked up was just stupid, dog. It was the stupidest shit I ever seen in my life.
Blood on you.
Like, yeah, you look like an idiot.
On with the bullshit. Who walks out the front door? Like,
right.
Y'all both got criminal past. Y'all better
Yes.
get out of
We
that.
would have been out that back door quicker than a motherfucker.
Bro, the moment I seen that on the floor, I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna holler at you later. Just call me because you about to do something crazy.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Shout out to you, Angela, who's rewatching The
Yeah.
Wire. Y'all let us know because me and Nell is there's nothing on TV for us to watch right now. So what are y'all watching? Put it in the chat and in the comment section. What are
I'm
y'all watching right
watching none of that Tyler Perry bullshit like all the King's Men and all that shit. Not watching that.
now? Not all the kings, man.
Bro, I'm not watching that. I don't want to infiltrate my mind with the bullshit. Like
Facts.
I
That's a
ain't watching none
fact.
of that reality TV. I'm cool. I read a book first.
I'm gonna tell you why I like reality TV though. Because when I was a young boy, I had like a certain list of certain females, right?
Hmm.
So say it's like a Kenya Moore, right?
Hmm.
So when I was a young boy, it was like Kenya Moore is like what, top 10, top 20 baddest chicks, like physical wise.
Okay.
And then as you grow older, you would think to yourself, like, why is she single though? Because she one of the baddest chicks. But if you watch reality TV, you will
Bro,
see that she's fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She yeah, she never had a mom really, like she got issues. So my purpose of watching some reality shows is just learning, why people are the way that they are.
yeah, she throw. She,
Yeah.
she,
Cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs.
her and Nene Cuckoo Birds, bro. Crazy people. But
I did hear that the Hunting Wives was good, Angelia, so I might check that out. I don't know what it's about, but I heard that it was good.
that's
So
the Tyler Perry joint.
no, it's not top very good.
Is that a real joint?
Yeah, it's a real
What are
time.
they doing on there?
I don't know. Angelia, what's the show about? I heard it was good though. I didn't start yet, but I heard it was good. I heard it was good, man. Is there anything else that y'all are watching? People in the chat, what's up? Y'all being quiet today. What's up, chat? What are y'all watching? What's going
Mm.
on out here in these streets? Y'all outside? Y'all partying? Yeah, I'm tired of going outside because I got bit up the other day, man. I was outside too much and I got bit up by mosquitoes and I don't like it.
Cause you was out there when it was beautiful outside,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. I don't like it, man. I got bit up by mosquitoes. I don't like it, man. All right. I don't see anybody else saying anything in the chat. The chat sucks today. Y'all
Now,
suck today, chat.
what I do want people to do in the chat though is if she's still here, let's give Big Brooklyn our love. Oh, Big Brooklyn is facing some whatever she's facing. So let's just make sure that we put our love, wrap her up with our love and our prayers. As she go through this journey that she's about to go through, and just let her know that we support her, we love her, we care about her, and we here for it because and that's us as a whole.
It's
Because
a fact.
people need us, and these times you never can have too many people loving on you. You can never have too many people praying for you. You can never have too many people um, showing you support because you need that. You need that, and let's spread love, her way, and anybody else that's facing anything, going through anything.
Life
Um,
be life, man. Life be life, man. Life be life, and you can't always prepare for everything, and you have to know that this is just a part of your journey. So definitely put some prayers in the chat for Tara and anybody else who's going through something, man.
yeah, remember I was making fun of motherfuckers. I was like, "What's up with the people with the big dumbass legs?"
I can't.
I'm not even going. I've been going through that for the past 3 weeks. I just found out that I might got blood clots or something like or some shit or lymphedema. They was saying like I'm like, how? Where this come from? Like what? Like I was just cool a month ago. Like, but
Yeah, that lymph node shit come out of nowhere.
so I'm dealing with shit that I don't need to be dealing with. And- But that's how life be life. And so I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and I had uttered these words years ago. Take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself is is a number of different levels. Taking care of your health, taking care of your
Mental.
mental space, and taking care of your spirituality. Because you never, whatever that looks like for you. Not telling you whatever, but I'm just saying taking care of those three levels right there will help to balance you out. Because If those things ain't in order, you're not going to be in order. And health is wealth. I'll take a healthy Darnell over a wealthy Darnell. But I can't spend it if I'm dead.
That's a fact.
So, getting your health back in order. Stop eating all this bullshit that we be eating because it's easy and fast. Putting yourself in the as we get older, our body is breaking down even more and more. We're getting closer to our, the day of our demise. So why not? Why you have the opportunity here, do it the right way, and then taking care of your mental health, man. It's nothing like um a stable mind. A stable mind helps you to make clear decisions, and those clear decisions can be in any aspect of life. But please, people, go out there and take care of yourself, because you'll be sitting back one day asking yourself, how the fuck did I let this happen? Where did this come from? Why didn't I see this early or get in front of this early? When them doctors tell your ass to lose weight, don't just tell your girlfriends and your homies, yo, I went to the doctor, they told me I need to lose 20, 30 pounds, and that be the end of the conversation. No, really do that. Really go out there and do that. Not just lose 20, 30, go lose 40, 50, because, just give yourself a fighting chance. So you gotta get back to being right, because I'm so on track with it.
I can dig it. I can dig it. All right, people. This is episode 203 of Tailor Made Kicks, man.
Man,
Goddamn, we are moving
we might
along.
be at 300. Like what?
we are moving along, people. Make sure you are drinking your water. And I'm a person who hates drinking water, but I try to do it as much as possible. Man. I try to do it as much as possible, man. So make sure you are taking care of yourself, making sure you are still staying on point. It is summertime and more people are outside, which also means more people are going to be trying to do bad things. So stay on your P's and Q's. And then y'all can check us out next week. We'll be back. What is next week? Is it
Last Wednesday.
Splash Wednesday, people?
Third
Next week.
Wednesday of the month. It's 5 weeks in this. What's it, 5 weeks in this month?
Time is moving along, man.
Yeah.
July went really quick. We're into August. So happy August to everybody. Big Ish's birthday is going to be coming up soon.
Big
So
East.
shout out to Ish.
Yo, I'm gonna hit East up, right. I'm gonna do a sex drawing with her. And we're gonna tape a sex drawing. That's
Yeah,
probably
what is happening right now?
comical story, yo.
What is that? What is happening? What is happening right now?
What up, East? Yo,
This nigga.
yo, I gotta do a drawing. I be watching y'all. I be like, yo, y'all the fuck retarded. Oh, I stupid ass up there. Can't do it.
I can't. Make sure y'all go check out our members only episodes if y'all haven't seen any of those. There's a couple new members only additions. And we're gonna be recording another one soon, so make sure y'all look out for that. If y'all missed the prophecies last night, we had a good talk. The ladies tried to pull some bullshit on me, but I'm not having it. They tried to say, listen, no, they tried to say that niggas go through phones more than girls. I almost lost my fucking mind, man.
If you go through one phone, you'll never go through another motherfucking phone again.
That's a fact.
You would die at this shit. Like, no, I can't handle that.
Oh, Big Ish is in the chat, y'all.
Ish, we got to do a sex on a sex team.
I can't do. I can't do.
Oh man,
This is just craziness, man. But yeah, people. Like I said, stay on your P's and Q's. Be aware, and we will see y'all next week, man. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.